Okay, I have reviewed other products by Anglink and I have more to review. But this is the Anglink solar string light lanterns. And as you can tell from the title that they are lantern shaped lights. Now, don't worry if you can't really see this very well, it's a bit of a mess. I'm going to detail it to you, give you all the details. I'm going to give you all the specs, what they do, what they're capable of, things like that. I'll show you them closer up. I'll show you both the actual lanterns and I'll show you the lights itself. I'll show you them turned on near the end and I'll tell you the price near the end and if I recommend them or not. Now, these are warm white. Now, lots of light products tend to be one of those two things. They tend to be warm white or cool white. Cool white is very, very white and it almost gives you a bit of a cold feeling. This is a warm white, which is more of a yellow, and it's a bit more cheerful and it's more suited to various holidays such as Christmas or putting on as some sort of a decoration at a wedding, whatever. So this is a warm white, which is more of a yellow, and it is 20 LEDs. It is waterproof and made for the outdoors and solar powered, so it's good for the garden. They're perfect for decorations, perfect for patios, indoor or outdoor in the yard or indoor decoration. They are IP65 waterproof, so they can withstand all kinds of weather, including heavy rain, snow, and perfect for not just outdoor but indoor use. So that's what I like about these is the fact that they are solar powered and for outdoor use. Long working time, they are more powerful solar panel than older versions because this is the upgraded version. It has an upgraded 170 milliamp charging output. It charges faster than ever before. The other ones, the previous generations were slower. This is the faster model. Once fully charged, the lights will last for up to at least 8 hours. Well, it's up to 12 hours, but at least 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours. It has two buttons. One is for on and off, and the other is for mode. Now, the mode is quite simple. There's two modes, flash or steady. So that's quite good because before I tried these, before I got them, I thought they were just steady lantern lights. I didn't think they would have a flashing mode, but they do. So you can have it either way, and I'll try to show you both. But bear in mind, my camera doesn't like lights very much. Solid lights on full power. I reviewed some lights recently by another company, and if you could put them at various dimming degrees, either like 10%, 100%, or whatever, or have it flashing. But when I had it at 100%, they were really showed up fine on camera. But if I had it on a lower dimness, like 10%, the camera would really flicker and it wasn't really suitable, and the flashing modes didn't show up properly on camera either. So I'm not sure until I film this how well the flashing mode is going to show up, so I might not be able to demonstrate that to you, but just know that it does have both steady or flashing mode. The solar panels, to improve, one of the ways they've improved the solar panels is the old version had a smaller solar panel. This actually has a larger solar panel on it. A very, very simple way to test it is to just cover the solar panel with your hand. It does have a stand for them, and the lanterns, the lantern bits here you can see once they're pulled out are 70 millimeters tall. The length of the string is about 5 meters, it's 4.8 meters. The length from the solar panel to the first of the lights is 2 meters, or approximately 6.5 feet, which is pretty good. They say that many other brands it's about 1.5 meters from the solar panel to the light. They are 2 meters, so you got more reach from the solar panel. What is included in the box? Well, you have the 20 LED string lights, you have the solar panel. It comes with 12 months of warranty as well. I'll actually just go quickly give you the price before I actually go any further, because I'll have to set up in a sec. Okay, it is $10.99, which is quite good. I would like $9.99 because people have this saying, I think it would sell better if it's $9.99, but still, it's not a bad price for solar panelled lantern lights because these are not just lantern lights or USB lantern lights or something. They are IP65 waterproof, so most of these type of lights only work indoors. These are fully outdoor, for outdoor use as well as indoor, and you don't have to worry about charging them. You don't have to worry about getting coin or cell batteries. You don't have to worry about getting AAA batteries. You don't have to worry about recharging or anything like that. It's solar paneled, and so you just rig it up and leave it, and it just flawlessly works. There's no batteries to mess with, so it's a great product for $10.99. It has got very positive reviews as well, I see on Amazon. Okay, I'm going to cut away now. Well, actually, just before I cut away, let me just show you one of the lanterns. This is one of the lanterns as it comes packaged. Then you basically, it has some hooks in there for attaching. It has some hooks inside there for attaching the lights. The lights have some plastic hooks that come down, and you basically pull it out. It's as simple as that. Just pull it out, and you can crumple it back down if you want, easily enough, or pull it out, and then you get one of the lantern bits, push it down in, and hook it over these. So you push it down from the top to the bottom, and then there's hooks. Now hopefully this is in focus. You see, these are the 20 lights. You have the light here, then you have these hooks, and these hooks are what goes down inside the lantern once you've got the lantern outstretched. There's one I've put on. I've unpacked them and put them away so I could show you it a minute ago, and I've even wrapped it all back up. So it's nice and easy to transport. But I've now just put one on there to show you one demonstrated on. Then in a minute I will actually put some more on, and I will show you it turned on. Now, what about the box? This here is the back of the box. It has the company name. Then you can see there is mode and on and off. So we can hit on. You push it in. There you go. It turned on as easy as that. Then you have mode. So let's turn it on. There you go. There's flashing. Hopefully that shows up alright on camera. And I will show you more of the lanterns on in just a second. Then we hit the button again, and it's solid. And I'm sure you can see it's a very warm, nice, warming colour. It's not cold and depressing or anything like that. It's a nice warm white. And we can turn it off. And there's the front, which has the solar panels that you want to get in quite a good position. Try to find a good position where it's in as much sunlight as possible. Okay, obviously this is indoors. You pretty much primarily be using this outdoors, and also it hasn't got a complete full charge, so they're normally a little brighter than this, but it is still hopefully going to give you a rough idea of what it looks like when all of the lanterns, or the kind of Chinese lanterns, are put on. So that's what it looks like. It's nice, warm, very nice, warm white. It's really nice colour. And that is 20 of them. There's 20 of the lanterns and 20 of the LEDs. I'll just show you it on flicker mode in just a second. Okay, before I show you it flickering, here they are with the light on, just so you can actually see them, and so it isn't dark. You can actually see them and see the spacing. There is a decent amount of space. It isn't too far apart, and they're not too clustered together. And they look really nice, even with the light on. Of course, they don't look very bright. They look a little dull. They don't look particularly great with the light on. So they're better if it's daytime and you're outdoors in the daytime. I'd have them just off. They probably look better that way. But then if it starts to get dark, you can always turn them on. They look really, really nice, especially when you're in the dark with them on solid. I'll show you the flickering mode, but just to let you know, the flickering mode, you're probably not going to use it because there aren't any settings. You can't adjust how it flickers, and it does flicker quite rapidly. Whereas I don't think it really suits this type of lantern light. I think you're going to want a slow kind of pulsate, or you want it to flicker on and off a little slowly. It moves a little bit too fast for this style of light, I feel. So I don't really think you're going to use the flicker mode, but it's there in case you have a use for it, and I'll just show you that right now. Okay, now this is a kind of an unusual flicker. I don't completely dislike it because it's not actually too bad. It's an interesting kind of type of flicker. I just don't feel it's particularly suited to lantern lights of this style, because as you saw, the way it was flickering to begin with could actually suit it, but it changes style partway through, and as you see, it's doing more of a rapid fire kind of flicker now, that I don't think is really suited to this style of light. And there's no way to select different types of flicker. You have just the one flicker or solid. So I think if you could have different styles of flickering, like pulsating, slowly pulsating in and out, that might have suited these lights. Or if you had a slow flicker where it slowly went off, slowly came back on, or something like that, it's kind of a slow flicker. This has kind of a weird, almost animated style of flicker where it changes style partway through. 1 minute it's really rapid fire, almost like a machine gun, rapid fire blinking. Then it will have a slower pulsate, kind of, well, not pulsate, but a slower flicker. And some of that style suits these lights, but then the other part doesn't. So I don't really feel, in general, I don't feel this kind of animated, this kind of style of flicker suits these lights. So I think you're going to not really use this mode, but it's there if you do like it, or if you have a use for it, it's there, which is always handy. But I feel that the style of flicker that this has isn't best suited to, as you see now, look, there you go, rapid fire flickering. That just doesn't suit this style of lantern light, I feel. So you're probably going to use this on solid, and that is obviously what most people would anyway. It's a style that this is for, is to have a nice, solid, warm, white lantern lights in their garden, and it's really perfect for that. I just wish if they're going to include a flicker mode at all, they'd either had a slow pulsate or a slow flicker, not this weird style they've included. But it's there if you like it. Okay, now what about attaching it outside? Well, of course you could mount it on the wall somehow, but if you do that, just bear in mind you might want to leave a bit of a gap between the wall and it because there is the on and off button and the mode button on the back, and you want to access that occasionally. But in case you don't want all that trouble, and if you have a perfect spot where you can mount it into the ground, it comes with these. Now let me just adjust the focus. Okay, now what is this? Well, let's start with this piece. This piece has a little kind of lip bit here, and there is a matching kind of hole on the back where the buttons are, and you slip it on, so you slide on the solar panel onto this. Then you can then have the spike in here and spike this into the dirt, into the earth, into the ground. And then if you can either have the solar panel facing all the way up to the sky, if that's what's going to probably get you the most sun, or you can adjust this knob and have the solar panel at an angle, or even straight forward or straight back if you want, to get basically adjust it to the best angle for getting sunlight on it. Probably up or slightly tilted you want. To dig this into the ground, you have a spike like you see with some plants, various things like that have this spike for gardening. Well, this goes into the bottom. Now you can stab this into the ground, and on the top would be your solar panel with the lights going across. Of course, if you want to have this indoors, and it does seem to work reasonably well indoors, there is no indoor mount. It's definitely primarily for outdoor use, this, and it has a mount for stabbing this into the ground. Of course, if you have this on some kind of ledge, like around a outside around the wall of your house or whatever, you might not be able to get this reach into the earth. So you might have to play around with your positioning of the lights and where this solar panel is, or you might find you don't use this spike and you mount it some other way, like onto a wall or whatever. There is a manual included. That doesn't tell you a huge amount. It basically gives you some basic details, like it's designed for outdoor use only. so it gets a lot of sunlight. I've used it indoors. It depends upon your positioning, but clearly this is for outdoor use. It says avoid putting it under shadows from buildings or trees or walls. So try to get it in, try to get the solar panel at least in quite an open area as much as you possibly can. The unit is designed to illuminate in dark conditions and may not operate correctly if there's a strong light on it. I haven't really found that. Like, I've just used it in here with a strong LED bulb light in the center of the room on it, and it's not stopped working. It doesn't seem to affect its sensor, but they do say that anyway. The solar panel, where where the buttons is, on the other side where it gets the light on, that when I first did unpack it, it had like a screen, one of those like plastic stickers on it, you know, like the screen protectors you might get on a phone. Make sure you peel that off, otherwise it might not work correctly. It might not be able to use solar panels properly, so make sure you do unpeel that screen protector from on it. Also, you might think, well, if I'm not using this, I need to turn it off and it will get a charge. Well, according to the instructions, it will not charge if it's turned off. Make sure that the switch is on. So basically, the battery will not be charged if you have it turned off, which seems a little odd. So if you wonder why it's not charging, that's because you've got it turned off. It has to be on to charge for whatever reason. Its working temperatures are from -20 Celsius to 60 Celsius. The shelf life of each of the LED bulbs is over 20,000 hours, so it's got pretty good, you know, it'll last quite a while. The light bulb is constructed with non-replaceable components, so don't try to replace a bulb. Do I recommend them or not? Yes, I do. Now, their product page advertises it perfect for indoor outdoor use. I don't think they are really for indoor use. You could probably get away with it, but you can't guarantee how well the solar panel will charge, and it clearly includes a mount for mounting in the garden and no indoor mount. So it's definitely very much outdoor lanterns to decorate around the edges of your house or around some kind of gazebo, whatever, you know, conservatory, whatever you may have outside, or so whatever kind of setup you may have there with. So it's definitely really good for decorating the outside with. It's not so much suited for indoors, definitely an outdoor thing, but if you want to put something like this around the edges of your house or around some kind of seating area outside, it is really, really perfect. It's solar powered, so no batteries to replace or recharge. There's 20 of them. They look really nice. They use a nice warm white LEDs, so it's not too dull or anything like that. It doesn't look horrible. It's nice, bright, warm colour, nice and cheerful. And it's just really nice. They just look so nice. I definitely recommend them, and they're a reasonable price at $10.99 by a company I've reviewed stuff for before, and they're always good quality stuff. So I do highly recommend it. A link will be in the description along with this video on YouTube. If you could do me a huge favour and like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel, that will help me out a lot. Also, if you're watching this as a review on the Amazon product page, please hit the yes button next to was this review helpful. That will help me out a lot too. Thanks for watching.